Hand over multi-tool kit. What do you have there? Don't get too excited, this isn't a toy. It's a multi-tool used by engineers to repair equipment. That's great. I happen to need some tools, can I borrow it? No. What if you accidentally sliced off your own fingers? Come on, I'm not going to do that. Did you forget? I made every single piece of furniture in our house. How long was he living with him? Let's see. What does this button do? Decapitate. A knife just popped out. Wow, it moves. Careful, this is a product of Ying. The blades are very sharp. Who's Ying? Ying isn't a person, it's a nation on Pengali famous for their crafting, but that was a long time ago. All the great craftsmen have been in decline since the end of the turbulent era. The job of craftsman grew less and less popular. I have a friend who suffered a lot because of this. I don't get it. People who can make stuff are super popular in the village. Our neighbour Afang knew how to sharpen stones to make all sorts of tools. With her spear, even I could hunt down boars. We had lots of meat in the village back then. Or some might ask what if those spears were pointed not at boars but at other people. I did cut my hand on a blade once, but it doesn't mean that we shouldn't use spears, or that we should look down on people who make them. My friend would be so happy if he were able to hear your words. Then does your friend mind if I borrow this tool? Fine. Just remember to hold it steady. Only use the blunt blades and never point it at yourself when cutting. Okay. And don't press buttons with it or let it touch electricity. And don't jam it in the socket. Okay. I'm not trying to rain on your parade, but with your current gear, 100 extra lives wouldn't even cut it. If you find any usable materials, please bring them to me. I can also make simple modifications to that pipe of yours to enhance its effectiveness. As for spare parts, just spend a little time looking around. Oh, that's right, I opened up the map. Now I can see everything. And what I've missed. Or did I? Maybe it didn't save. Oh, I didn't. Paravet Reservoir chip.
Kato. 노체.
Who's that? Oh, I remember now. This is where the robot is. Could do with a much better sprint. Do the exclamation marks mean there's still stuff? Oh no, it just means that there's detail. I think I've got most of it. I'll come back. I'd rather explore. Let's go right. And I think up. Yep. The new area. Did he just blow his brains out? Ouch.
The kingdom. I don't. The kingdom.
Who's this?
Sorry.
Hello, friend. Nice day for a walk, isn't it? Who are you? Who am I isn't important. What's important is our current conversation. So you're just a Solarian taking a leisurely stroll through these ruins. If you don't explain your purpose here, you're going to have to forgive my rudeness. Listen to me, my friend. I have no intention of being your enemy. I'm also confident that you are not about to harm me. According to the hexagrams, violent conflict will not occur. I have always held great confidence in the insights of my divination provides. I thought all the superstitious Solarians stayed in Pengali. Penglai? What's more, the Daybreak Tower is a relic deeply symbolic of our ancestors. This is not a place to start a fight. What tower? You mean these dilapidated ruins? My friend, things are never as they seem on the surface. Eons ago, the Daybreak Tower used to be the most magnificent altar in the plains of the immortals. Ancient emperors would come here on important days to pray to the heavens. They would ask the holy men living in the tower to divine the fortunes of their kingdoms.
Oh,
Praise be the soul, and grant our people peace and prosperity. May the soul grant us the power to destroy our enemies. Please grant me sons who will extend the lifeline of the Empire. If you listen carefully, you can still hear their prayers echoing faintly between these walls. Battered by the winds of time, the entire belief system eroded and disappeared. People invented a whole new way to define soul. That's because they found their own two hands far more reliable than any contrived gods. A late friend of mine once said something similar. In short, when I came back to my senses, I could no longer hear the music of the Daybreak Tower. Such a pity. I wish you could have seen this place at the height of its splendor. The bells rang with deep, majestic tones as the ancient Kunlun people assembled here to share food, wine, songs, and faith. It was a breathtaking sight. Songs and wine. Now that sounds a bit more interesting.
Oh,
And that's right, that reminds me. I've got a little something for you. This ancient music sheet is one of my most treasured possessions. The bells used to fill these halls with the same melodies. If you manage to find the right instruments in these ruins, you should try playing some of this music.
Gano.
Your appetite for story seems to be wearing thin. I'll let you be on your way. Ancient sheet music. I feel like double jumpers coming. Enter. Need a way to deal with them. Why have they got like shield helmets?
Light of the kingdom.
Didn't mean to do that. Damn it. The heat is so slow. You can't rely on it. I'm just gonna check. Do they do a red attack? Yeah, I've got... Must have to get a new skill. Did he just, like, fall? Does that mean I'm stuck? Am I stuck now? Damn it. My bad. They obviously saw that in playtesting. Cool. Oh, not so cool. When you get the parries in, it feels so right. Lake Laochi style. Steel? Style. As an ancient Penglai holy site. Kunlu's Yaochi Lake was once the site of sacrificial ceremonies. Back when Sol was just the name of a star, people viewed the primordial roots as the mother and the soul, as the mother and the soul as the father. Prayers within circular buildings were said to be able to reach heaven. During summer nights, strangers from ancient Kunlun would gather in the tower and celebrate with song and dance, exalting the soul with their lyrics and passing on their soul worship to subsequent generations. How are you doing, dear brother? Is it day or night where you are right now? What does the sky look like out there? I've never left Chai? Zai? So I always felt envious whenever you told me about all those faraway places. Don't have many friends my age when I was a kid. The grass, the trees, the sky, and stars were what kept me company whenever you were away. Remember when I first told you about hearing the roots sing? You thought I was hallucinating from being alone all the time. I think I'm hallucinating now. Is that a Death Star?
Kim?
Why haven't you gone to sleep yet? Young, why haven't you gone to sleep yet? Are you talking to the roots again? How did you know? The weather tonight is great, so all the branches are singing. I've told you again and again, the primordial roots aren't sentient. You're most likely hearing random static. You just don't know them yet. They can be quite lively. I learned about the celestial bodies in school today. Did you know that the light from the stars in the sky are actually from a long, long time ago? A very long, long time ago. A star leaves its brilliance behind as it burns itself. The light travels thousands, if not millions of light years to reach us.
What can they say?
I heard a classmate say that the stars may shimmer brightly, but they may have already extinguished. Yeah. All that's left are the last vestiges of their final moments, echoes from the past. That's what nourishes the roots. They absorb the remnants of stars, turning it into milk to feed us and supply us with energy. What my teacher doesn't know is that all souls and dreams also end up as the food for the primordial roots. They emit a song as they devour. I hear their deep melody as I fall asleep each night. They sing about all the stories across this vast expanse. That's how the roots perpetuate the memories of the universe, how they nurture new stories as others come to an end for all eternity. I wouldn't have described the energy conversion process in such a sentimental way. You have a rather active imagination. Isn't it just captivating? All their branches contain stories from the past. There's even souls from... Okay, I know. That sounds like a fine poem waiting to be written. But you should still focus on your studies, okay? The primordial root's energy can be explained through scientific principles. I'll let you be my assistant, then you can learn all about it. Do you really think there are souls inside the roots? That thought alone is a bit worrying. Not really. Forget about that. Look, a shooting star. You didn't approve. You thought the world ran not on sentiment, but on science and rationality. So I swore to never talk about them again. But the voices never disappeared. I hid under the covers and responded in secret. Our calls and responses formed their own meandering melodies. Its colour and aroma changed as it flowed. Even now, in these dead streets and deserted alleys, the roots still sing. Please, don't worry about me, dear brother. I am not alone, not when I have the roots to tell me your story. Interesting. Oh, it's like a mirror. I'll talk about boss fight. Soul Reaper Jade. Any Jinn and experience absorbed by the enemy that killed you can be recovered using a talisman explosion. This removes the need to actually kill the enemy that killed you. I guess that's useful for bosses. At least instead of the gold hoover. I think you have to... Oh. Collected basic component. Was that worth it? Oh. Oh man. Oh look who decided to show up after all this time. Did your astounding intelligence lead you into this trap? This is quite eye-opening. I could sense it from afar. I couldn't. As stubborn as ever, I see. I've got to give it to you, though. It takes courage to storm into my territory all on your own. And you only just came back from the dead, right? I figured anyone who got another shot at life would know better than to intrude on my farmlands. I don't intend to die in these barren fields.
Oh?
Barren, you say? Then let us fertilize it with some fresh, organic remains. We farmers are naturally thrifty. Nothing goes to waste. Not even a skinny little mouse.
So?
Rise and shine, my beast. There's work to be done. Mama. This technology was banned centuries ago. You've gone so far as to modify the ape men. What's wrong with putting everything to good use? The opportunity to serve me beyond death is a special privilege I bestow. I read the system report the moment I woke up. You apparently made a mess out of the livestock area. I was there when we captured ape men on the pale blue planet. They're obedient creatures that can be quite cute once tamed. As pets or as livestock, in the end, they're just tools. Have you begun to think of yourself as one of those beasts now that you've mingled with them in their cage? Enough. Are you here to lecture me or kill me? Oh right, thanks for the reminder. I better send you on your way. I've got a field inspection to conduct later today. Bring him down with all your might, my beasts. I'll reward you with some rice. What the hell? Those hands are huge. No wait, this isn't part of the plan. That's not what I meant when I said bring him down. Damn it, this is a complete disaster, you imbeciles. Those hands are huge. Oh, new skill time, I think. Bringing chi to the form of a blade. Intriguing. The theory is simple. Hold. Oh! But manifesting it will be tricky. Okay. There it is, my body and the blade bound together by chi. Mini-boss? This is the final trial. Can this sword penetrate a defensive barrier? The sword lives out. Charge strike. Hold square to charge. It will grow green once it has fully charged. Release the attack button after charging to unleash a powerful forward thrust which can destroy enemy shields and hard obstacles. So that's how I deal with those statues then. Oh. Embarrassing. What? Really awkward to use.
Bombay. Say with.
How did you get here? Are you following me? Not in the slightest. It can only be fate. Ever since my awakening, I have made this land my home. I sojourn across Kunlun without ever settling down. This is one of my many hiding spots. I did not expect to meet you here. You don't need to hide. The guards here are no match for you. The scholar does not wield the sword lightly. I simply slip away when trouble starts to brew. There is no need for violence. A poetry reciting weapon that won't fight, that's the first. You flatter me, sir. But that is the reason why I cannot attain Jinn from mechanical corpses like you do. That being said, would you be interested in bartering once more? Feel free to peruse my wares. Peruse. Recovery Jade. Increase the recovery rate of internal damage. Recover some health after a successful shadow strike. Increase damage output when below 25%. Shortens the time needed to use the medicine pipe. That's quite useful. That's quite useful. These seem important, but I have no idea what for. Who the hell is that? Whoa. Whoa. What do I get? Yellow water report. Yellow water, a concentrated irrigation formula in New Conlung, is comprised of dragon worm excrement, chemicals, and leftover biological waste from the breeding facility. Its high concentration can harm Solarians, necessitating immediate localized decision if it comes in contact with the skin. A Solarian. Enjoy a sublime eternity among the evergreen foothills. New Kunlun, the second home of your dreams. How are you doing today? It's not like I want to chat, I'm just carrying out my directives. Who do you think you are? I don't give out reports to just anyone. I'm only doing it because I pity you.
Okay.
Sandra. The crops in the greenhouse are ready for harvest. This season's harvest, our 921st, is scheduled for today. Unfortunately, due to unexpected structural failures, most operations are experiencing delays. We are also experiencing anomalous levels of yellow water. Damaged pipelines are threatening the integrity of the entire system. Populations of symbiotic dragon snake populations have greatly exceeded the optimal range. It will require immediate rectification in order to bring back the region's ecological balance. Dust Guardian support teams have been deployed to perform repairs. Estimated repair time unknown. There, I said it. Happy now? Sounds like this place is going through a total meltdown. No, it's not. It just takes some time to organise everything. Agriculture is really complicated. Listen up. Every module here was carefully planned by Lady Gromug. Lady Golmang herself. Every plant here is filled with grit and dedication. These permaculture systems were built to last for billions of years. You need not worry about their condition. What? Don't be silly. The yellow water is incredibly concentrated. You'll be in big trouble if you operate. That concentrated nutrient mix is toxic. You can't just jump in and shut it off. It needs to be closed manually. The controls are on the highest floor next to the dragon spout. Why should I? Do you think I'm just going to mark it because you asked? Lady Galmang is in the agricultural hall to the right of the water and oxygen synthesis zone. Arrogant as she's always been. Arrogant, I will not allow you to slander Lady Galmang. The lady is the most pragmatic and most charitable scientist. New Konglung can enjoy a stable food supply thanks to our mindful method. Mindful what? As a farmer herself, the lady emphasized total control over her crops with minimal mistakes. Channeling her dedication and precision, she created an array of instructions collectively called the Farmer's Mindful Method. It is used to control all aspects of agriculture, including moisture, soil, fertility, and other automatic systems. In other words, she's a control freak. Say what you want, but the lady's methods allow everyone to be fed with limited resources. You must know that Lady Galmeg was born from poverty. She worked and studied tirelessly to become an exceptional biologist. That's it, I was ready to answer your questions and everything. You're the worst, I'm ignoring you. Why do you think you're touching? What nerve? If you want the data, just give me 800 yen. Cool. Damn it. Burn off all the dragon heads. Mutated crops. The first generation Kunlun granary system was developed by Lear and the Fangxi Guild. It demonstrated sustainable development using minimal energy from the roots, astonishing the Nine Kingdoms. After Lear's disappearance, the cultivated land on Kunlun Island laid fallow. The Sol Gongmeng later improved the granary, resulting in its former glory and provided nourishment to the dormant Solarians. And we go. Don't rush. Alright. I don't get it. We do our time and then we get to live the good life. How could he be so stupid? The eerie thing is, the cuts on this body were really deep. Guards don't attack Dust Guardians. I'm suspicious as to whether it was really an accident. I've been told that he must have pissed off one of the animals, so that may be a reason. I still have a lot to learn. The water and oxygen synthesis zone is the fountain of life in New Kunlun. During construction, it was designed an extensive symbiotic system with genetically modified plants, like pictrough leaves to reduce oxygen and purify water efficiently. New Kunlun's well-being depended on this water and the oxygen supply. For the well-being of all passengers, any contamination is strictly prohibited. Oh, it's him. Oh, it's you, the white-haired demon. Shenglong, what's wrong with you? You got any poison? Poison? Are you poisoned? No, I need something poisonous. The more toxic, the better. Quick! Are you sure this isn't just your deluded babbling? It's not just feed me something poisonous. So that's what they were for. Whoops. Let me go get that poison for him. Shortcut. Oh. Oh, I already got one. Feeling better now? Don't think I'd end up owing you a favour. Why did you save me? Aren't you in cahoots with those demons? I had no reason to stand by and watch you die. What caused you to be at death's door just now? My damn old condition again, that's what. Just my dumb luck for it to act up now. What kind of condition needs poison as treatment? I've never seen a creature survive after consuming that much toxin. Well, this condition needs poison to be kept in check. If it's fatal to most folks, it'll work like ambrosia on me. That guru once told me I was blessed with a poison-resistant body. Most would probably die if they contracted the same condition. A body immune to poison. Fascinating. Let's get one thing straight. I don't take favours for nothing. I don't know who or what you are, but the idea of owing someone really grates at me. Just this once, I'll treat you to some of my special medicinal brew. What's so special about it? I've had my eye on you since you showed up in the village. You looked sickly and had an unsteady gait. My brew is good for strengthening the body, believe it or not. One sip and you'll feel like a new man. My illness has no cure. Your loss. If you're scared, I don't blame you. As if, just pour me a cup. How is it? I wasn't lying, was I? It's not bad. Where did you get the recipe? Can't tell you that. All I can say is I'm the only person in the world that can brew this. This won't be hard to reproduce, it's just chemistry at the end of the day. Chemistry? That's some kind of sorcery. Nonsense. Science isn't sorcery. Then why don't you explain it for me? Hick. Firstly, you need to know that what's it? Well, you wouldn't understand anyway. Pour me another cup. Where do you plan to go next? I just decided. I reckon I'll bunker at your place for now.
Huh?
My place? You mean at the Four Seasons Pavilion? What whim made you think you can just waltz in there without my permission? There's still so much to learn about this world of demons, but it's so damn dangerous. I need somewhere I can return to and just go, and just got a good feeling about your place. And take Shanshan back too. Don't worry, I won't be a freeloader. In exchange, I'll continue to provide you with my medicinal brews. I can make a pot of my brew with every 2 items of poison you provide. You've already thought out your terms? I still haven't agreed to anything yet, by the way. I think getting access to my special brew is a pretty good deal though. Let's leave it at that. I've got work to do. Remember to come to me if you find any poison. Nice. Why do I do that every time? Creepy. What the hell? I think that's probably a good place to call it. Till next time.